On Directed Team, we got another one. I know you've seen the thumbnail, seen the title of the video. You're probably wondering what's going on and how I have come to this conclusion. Now, y'all might be thinking that beauty is on the outside and it doesn't run on the inside. But I actually am against that. I've dealt with women that are beautiful and I could not find a relationship with them. Now, I do have standards. I will say that. I do have limits that I place on potential people that I would have a relationship with. Well, women specifically. However, I'll just say this. It's deeper than what we think, right? Because there are people that actually, and I don't even want to call it a fetish, but they do enjoy people for different reasons as far as looks go. So you can't think that all women need to be whatever the standard is. Was it 5'5", 125 pounds? That's not really the case. So y'all might think that I'm going to go all the way in, and there will be some things discussed, but it's not the way that you think it's going to go. We're going to get into this. We're going to look at this woman named Caitlin Shepherd. That's actually her name on TikTok. I don't know if she's on any other site. I know she's on TikTok. That's where I found her content. So if you want to go there and check her out, feel free. And you might not want to let her know that I sent you if you do end up learning about her through me. But that's neither here nor there. So y'all can do whatever you want to. Just be nice to her if that's the case. We're going to get into it right now. The big four: like, share, comment, subscribe. We're as good as the person on the left, person on the right. As we grow together. As this platform grows, we grow as a collective. We are a team. So if you want to donate, feel free. There's links below. Let's get into it. We're going to break this down.
I'm pissed that nobody told me being hot was going to be this hard. And I really mean that. Like, I've lost 120 pounds. I never dated up until now. Like, I'm 23 years old. I'm just out here looking for somebody to give all of my love to.
All right. I got to stop it. Fair use, all those different types of things. Do you believe the first couple sentences that she said? She hasn't dated at all. She's now 23. Is that believable? One thing she didn't say is that she hasn't had intercourse. So dating, intercourse, so one night stands. I mean, she could clarify that. She seems like she talks in depth. I mean, we got about a 3-minute video here. So that's one of the things that, I come off with. Also, she says that she wants to find love. But based off of the way that she is treating her body, does she love herself? These are serious questions, and we'll see if we can get an answer to them in 3 minutes. Probably not.
And all I'm literally getting is getting played. I went on a date last night. It went amazing. It's the best date I've ever been on in my entire life. He was so sweet. We had so much in common. When dinner was over, he was like, I don't want this to end. Like, do you want to go for a walk?
Okay, when y'all said you had so much in common, is he also overweight on a weight loss journey to try to lose a whole bunch of weight? Caitlin, would you date another man at the same weight as you? I'm more or less asking questions rather than passing judgment. I'm just wondering.
So we literally walked a mile somewhere, walked a mile back, and it took like an hour, and it was great, and the conversation was flowing, and it was great. And he asked me on a second date. He walked on the traffic side. He walked me back to my car. He texted me when he got back to his car. He drove 2.5 hours to go on a date with me. He drove 2.5 hours back home, texted me when he got home, texted me good morning this morning, ghosted me.
Ooh. I'm gonna just comment on this part real quick. So he did all that You thought that everything went well, but what about him? How do you think he felt through all of that? Now, I'll tell you one of the reasons why he probably did it in the way that he did it, because he didn't want something to come back on him as far as, you making up allegations towards him, different things like that. See, you have to realize that if he was willing to meet up with you in the first place, he already knew what you look like. I mean, you may have only given him because I'm assuming that y'all met on some type of dating website. Y'all didn't meet in person. So it was a dating website. So obviously there, it's going to be extremely volatile. When we're talking about meeting somebody on a dating website, you have, the percentages are very low that you're going to find somebody compatible. But let's assume that he knows what you look like. So your looks are not the problem, Caitlin. They're not. And I don't even know if they'd help you. And I'm being honest. Everybody's probably going to be like, no, that's impossible. No, I really don't think it is. I don't. The problem that happened on the date was the way that you came off. And as we go through the rest of this video, I'm going to point out a lot of the reasons why that guy ended up ghosting you. And it had nothing to do with why you think. This is .sale perspective.
I don't understand.
I'm going to help you understand, Caitlin. So break everything down to me, and we're going to figure this out right here within another 2 minutes and 13 seconds of your video.
What it's going to take. And there's the people that's like, oh, love comes when you least expect it. Or you're only 23, Caitlin. You have so much time, and I get it.
Love comes when you put the work in, not when you least expect it. Love doesn't just fall from the sky. Love is an active duty. You have to show it. You have to display it. You have to put the work in for it to happen.
Okay, I get it. You have to open yourself to love. Great.
You do.
That's amazing advice, and I'm so happy.
You're not happy at all. You can just hear it in your voice. You're irritated, you're ornery, you're agitated, and that's not love. That doesn't feel good.
But I've spent so much time.
Why the jump cut? No jump cuts. Give it to us. If you want to display yourself online and you want to tell everybody what's going on, don't hold anything back. Don't be vague. Give us the details.
I'm telling myself that it's me. That because I was fat, I couldn't get a man.
Was fat. She said she was fat. These are her words, not mine. I'm just repeating what she said. She said was.
The whole reason I started this weight loss journey. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for my confidence. If you want the real answer, it's because I wanted to be able to find love.
See, first off, she's being way too aggressive in this conversation, and it's hard to feel sympathetic for somebody that is coming off this way. But then it's also difficult if you're just crying alligator tears too. So you just have to find a balance in the way that you communicate. But being angry at everybody else for your own self-inflicted wounds is not the way to go about life. And it's just not a good look.
It wasn't for me. It wasn't for my confidence. If you want the real answer, it's because I wanted to be able to find love.
So she says that she didn't lose weight for herself, and it wasn't for her confidence. So if that's the case, then you're never, ever going to lose the weight because you can't do it for someone else. It has to be for you. And that's the truth.
And I wanted to be confident in myself so I didn't let somebody run all over me. I've lost 120 pounds.
Congratulations.
I'm still losing more weight.
Keep it going.
I cut my hair.
Caitlin, No. No, don't cut your hair. Your hair is vital. Like, hair on a woman, for the most part, is a really good thing. So I think that you should allow your hair to grow back out. Just a suggestion. You probably won't take it. You cut your hair for a reason. But most guys like a lot of hair on a woman. Most.
I started being more feminine. I started being all of the things that I always told myself I could never be.
So you weren't really feminine at first?
Because that wasn't who I was.
So you're being someone you're not. And that's probably what the guy that was on the date sensed. He understood that you were being a chameleon. Just be who you are so he can make the proper decision on who he's trying to be in a relationship with. Because you would never want somebody to get to know the fake you only for the real you to come out, because it will come out eventually. You can only fake it for so long. That's why I don't lie. And a lot of people probably, will get upset with me, but at least you understand what you're getting. So, worst case, you can't come back to me and say, hey, you were being fake. Nah. If you don't like me, you're not going to like me from the beginning. You're not going to figure out you don't like me 6 months from now, because ain't nothing going to change as far as the way that I communicate.
And now that I feel like I'm in my prime, everything in my life
you probably are
is
in your prime.
Literally trying to take my happiness away from me. And that's such a cringy sentence, but I'm so fucking mad.
And this is the problem right here. No accountability for anything that she's doing, or for the reasons that why she's in the situation she's in now is probably mainly her fault. Although I will say this, I don't know how long she's been overweight, but I will say that her parents are implicit in her weight, because she's only 22. So you got to figure that unless all this happened after she was 18 and moved out of the house or whatever, or if she even has, I don't know where she lives at, that her parents allowed her to get to the point that she's at by not being strict and doing all the things that they needed to do, or allowing, others to indoctrinate her into a life of bad health. But, you being angry at everybody else, and especially a person that never even meant you and had no type of enabling of you getting to the point that you're at in life, is completely unfair to the people that you engage with. It's unfair. They don't deserve it.
I'm genuinely so fucking mad. Like, I feel like nothing I do is good enough, and something's gotta give. I'm a good person. I have a great personality.
We only got there's only 45 seconds. It was a short video. That's why I'm pausing it like this. Because I know the pause police, they get mad sometimes, but it is what it is. Let me just run this last part back, because I think this last part is really important. And it's probably the most important part of this whole video and everything that she said. So we're going to run it back.
Fucking mad.
Bad attitude. Terrible language.
I'm genuinely so fucking mad. Like, I feel like nothing I do is good enough, and something's gotta give.
Like what?
I'm a good person. I have a great personality, and that just sent me over the fucking edge.
See, the problem is that you can't describe yourself to someone else. It's all about how they take you in. So you can tell me that you're a good person, but I don't see that based off of the way that you are acting. And this has nothing to do with your weight, what you think is the main issue, which it could be. But even if you lost the weight and you had the body of, name somebody, Halle Berry. Let's say you're the same exact person you are right now, and you have a body like Rihanna or Beyonce, Angelina Jolie. I don't know. Just name somebody that's a good looking. Jamie Lee Curtis from the 90s. I don't know, right? You got bigger problems than your looks. And that's why I said that your weight is not the issue. It's your attitude and the way that you're acting and blaming everybody else for your mistakes. And then telling people that you're a good person rather than just displaying it. You really don't have to tell somebody you're a good person or not. I don't really know if I've ever told somebody I'm a good person. I'm really trying to think about it. I don't think I've ever said that. If you think I'm a good person, you think I'm a good person. I'm not going to be like, I'm a good person and I do this. Now, you can talk about the things that you do, but the way that somebody perceives you, you can't tell somebody how to perceive you. So if you say, hey, I donate to charity, I work at a homeless shelter, volunteering 2 times a week, I'm a coach and a mentor to urban city kids, that's fine. But the way that you're coming off right now, you're not somebody that somebody will want to be around. You're irritable, and it just proves that you can get wifed up and you can get exactly what you're looking for if
I no longer have to remind myself that I am a good person.
Why?
I know that I am.
Okay.
But this shit, I'm so tired.
Yeah, you're tired.
This test was absolutely insane.
What the hell is this? Get this off my screen. I'm not trying to look at you. I've had enough for today. We're gonna go right into undirected perspective. Let's go dark for this because her attitude is just dark. Team, my thing is this, and this woman would never take advice from me, so I'm not necessarily speaking to her. I'm just speaking in general, and you can take it how you want to take it. Some people might be upset by the way that I have said things within this video, and that's fine. There's really nothing I can do about that. I just want to say this. Your attitude has a lot to do with the way that you look at life and perceive life. We can both look at the same thing and see 2 different things. That's what I've learned. I've actually learned that. I've talked to people and actually had this experiment one time where I was talking to this, I was with this woman, and she kind of had an attitude similar to this woman. And we went to, where was it? We were at this, well, it was kind of like a club kind of vibe, but it was a restaurant. It was like a restaurant club or whatever. And we were just like people watching. And we were people watching, and we were looking at like 3 or 4 different people. And what I interpreted about those people and what she interpreted about those people were, the contrast was on 2 different spectrums. And it made me realize something. It made me realize that, our outlook and our mindset really just set the tone for the way that things are going to go for us. So if she wants to lose weight or whatever, it's all going to start here. And you have to have the right mindset and process of why you want to do the things that you want to do and get accomplished. And I think that she can definitely have what she wants. And my whole thing is this, and that's why I didn't really dwell or talk about her weight specifically, but the way that she acts. I would actually have this same reaction to a woman that, like I said, looks like, just throw anybody in there. Pamela Anderson from Baywatch, right? Like whoever you want to talk about, right? That people would say is good looking. So, I think that that's just something that we should all just take from this video, because I'm always here to try to help. It might not seem that way in different ways, but we got to be able to have a conversation and be able to take constructive criticism, because I take it. I mean, people say stuff to me, and I don't really mind getting any of that when it's trying to help me. If you're just going to be like, you're just stupid and ugly and I hate you, then that's not really helpful. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, that's fine. But when you say, hey, I think that you need to slow down your speech. You need to stop using the words and ah and like every time that you speak, because it makes it difficult to focus on what you're trying to speak about. Like, those are good constructive criticisms. But just saying I'm dumb and I'm a stupid content creator, that doesn't really help, because you're not explaining the reasons of why you feel that way. So then I can also rebuttal that. So that's pretty much it. Most everything that I was gonna, allude to, I did during the video. So I don't know. I'd like to hear what y'all have to say about her attitude, about the comments that I made, and if you think I'm accurate or if I'm way off with a lot of stuff that I've said throughout this video. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, team. The goal is to get better, and let me know if you like this type of content. I don't know. It's a little bit different, but we're always gonna continue to get better and try to continue to level up. So that's the goal. Dotsale out. I appreciate y'all, team. Y'all are the best audience on the internet. Y'all are the best team on the internet. Peace.